the new SharePoint list forms, the FAQ web part, and I think there will be a lot of discussion on this topic. And we're creating of pages with Copilot. Yeah, an interesting point, I think, and the digital card web part. And at the end, we have an Q&A and some call to action from our side, but important for us. So we will pick up 5 questions. So if there are more, we write something in the chat. So not be said if we could answer every questions, but we will try our best. So Tanya, I will hand it over to you regarding to the next section.
Perfect. Let's start with the first segment of this session. The first area we will talk about, and I really like that because it gives a lot of functionality, a lot of new features and possibilities to editors in SharePoint Online, actually. So in different solution, we will talk about the flexible sections. Ami, can you show us how the new flexible sections work, what they are all about, what the hype is all about? So what new features do we get with flexible sections? Why am I hyped, actually?
Yeah, okay, I'll be honored to do that. So let me share my screen. Just give me a slight feedback if you can see my screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, can you see?
Yes,
Yeah,
we can
looks
see
good.
it. Awesome.
Okay, so this is actually what I did was created a new site, a communication site. As you know, we can have either a team site or a communication site. And I used the template of the learning. And this is how it looks. And it's quite cool. But up until now, we were stuck in some kind of a structured section of a page. And let's see how we can use the flexible section and what it means. I'll also show you some examples. So what I'll do, I'll go to new and I will click page. And look what I found here. First of all, this is another feature that actually Microsoft provided is ready-made pages. As you can see, some are FAQ, some are topics. All of these are also using this flexible section, but it actually gives, you don't need to start from scratch. You can choose one of those. And even if you choose this, you can see what the page is providing, which is really looks really good. So if I show you one of these, look how it looks. So you don't need to be, and you don't need to have any knowledge. All you do is click create a page, and you can use one of the templates. This is one of the cool stuff. But in my case, I actually want to create a blank page. So I chose a blank page. Now, as you can see, I can put in the header, I could put an image and give a title. And then I have sections. Now, within the sections, if I go, I have the possibility to have one column, 2 columns, or 3. And for each one, I could add all kinds of web parts. Now the flexible section came in, and when I create a new section, I can choose, in addition to these 1 or 2 or 3, I can choose a flexible section. That means that actually what I can do is that I can, I'm not grounded to some columns. I can put all of the web parts, start to move them around, and actually the SharePoint won't look like SharePoint. This is the idea. So first thing I will do, you can see I can play with the way if it's will be more wide or longer than others. So this is one thing. And now actually I could add actually some web parts. So let's add, for instance, image. I will choose, let's say, a picture of a person. And this guy I like very much. And what you will see here, it's now here. And what I can do is actually move it around and set it as I want. Now, in addition to this, I could take this and maybe change the frame, maybe make it like this. So it looks very interesting. So I will go. And the interesting thing is, it seems like you can add the web parts only from this area, which is a bit different from what we had. But I will continue fast and let's add another uh, image. Okay. This lady is also very cool. And this time we will also adjust this to be maybe this way. And as you saw, I can move and do. And what's cool is actually that I can even put one picture above each other. And as you can see, even I could decide if to bring the picture in front or backwards. So let's bring this to the side. Now what I can do is maybe to add some text. So I added the text web part, and let's say call this a Copilot team. And yeah, I could actually use Copilot to use it. Maybe I will choose a different font and maybe make it larger. So as you can see now, I have this uh, text, I have images, and you can maybe last thing I will do, I will take the look for the link. Let's look for the quick link, and now I can add this quick link web part. Maybe I'll make it, as you can see, this way. And now I could actually add the links and icons, and it's now actually just I can play around and be very creative. Now I want to show you that it's also possible. By the way, you can define here how you want it to show in the mobile device, if to show it top to bottom or
Mm.
left. You can define if it will be a collapsible section, and you could maybe put a background to all of this. So in this case, I could choose from one of these, or I can maybe upload something which is cool. Let's say the sky, and look, it's starting not to
Awesome.
look like SharePoint.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last thing is actually if you want to know if you want to be creative, actually, what you can do is it offers possibilities. Let me see. I should have here, you see here, there's all kinds of section templates. So if I don't know what to use, I could actually maybe use one of these. I want to see more. So let me show you some of my favorite ones. Yeah, this is one of my favorite. So you see it adds here images, text boxes, pictures, and yeah, there's actually here article that shows how Microsoft shows how to do it, and yeah, there's also a video that explains how to do it. But it's very easy. All you need to do is to do that. Here's another example I did. And I think from this point, maybe we will go back and maybe discuss if you have any questions.
One
What do
question
you
is, do
think
you
about
know
this, Daniel?
do you know any limitations? I saw nearly all web paths was possible to choose. Do you know some limitations or heard about it regarding something to
Um,
use?
I heard that some people think it's not as easy to use, maybe by dragging and some people have ideas to improve it. I'm not sure how it works on mobile, even though you can set it, but some people had some issues that said that maybe it should be improved, but it's a first phase, so it will be improved. I don't know about accessibility, by the way, but actually, there's one of the tabs there gives you some kind of a rating how the accessibility is. If you notice, like I can just share it. I think it's important. No, I don't know how much
Yeah.
people use it, but it would be so. This one, you see, we have here the toolbox, the properties. It gives some
Are you sharing
ideas.
your screen, or is I
Oh,
think you have to
sorry.
share the
I
screen
think
again?
I am. Yeah,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sharing.
yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. There it
So
is.
we have the toolbar, and then where the web parts are, we have the section, this properties. We have the design ideas, which gives us all kinds of ideas, and here we have the accessibility, and here it gives some rating about how the accessibility is. Um, yeah, actually, there was some kind of a competition that Microsoft did that people were needed to submit, their great ideas how to use AI and how to use SharePoint in the best way. And I saw some cool ideas. So yeah,
I
I think
actually have some critics on that red part, if I'm allowed to say something like that. Maybe you can forward it to the product team. So when you are using the SharePoint sites that have flexible sections on your mobile device, and you use a lot of design elements, just like a bubble or PNGs, you uploaded some icons, then of course you can choose the direction the flexible section is using that items, but I would want it to label it as just a design element and not showing it in a mobile version. Because if you add a cloud or something like that, something funny, just to design your SharePoint site, you can also see it in the mobile version. Then you see every image below each other. It's a little bit annoying, to be honest. So I would like to
I
label
don't know
that
how
stuff.
many. To be honest, I don't know how many use the mobile for portals. Okay, a portal is meant to be more in a computer. Teams can be in a mobile,
Yeah.
maybe a list, but pages. I don't know if it supports it, but I don't know if most people will use it. But you're right. You're right. It's always a matter of improving, and it
Yeah.
should say maybe if it's mobile, then show it the normal way and not the
Yeah.
yeah.
I have a lot of
A lot of
customers
tests are
that use.
necessary.
Yeah, you're right. And I have a lot of customers that work in the production area, and they have frontline workers that are using Viva Connections on their mobile devices. And then, of course, they read the news. So they use it on their mobile device. And that's why I just came up with that idea to label that. Yeah.
Good idea. Good idea.
Okay.